We're here to reach out to those families, the Marine family here, and just let them know that our thoughts and our prayers are with them. And whenever a Marine is in trouble, the Marine family, we're a part of that family, and we want to be here just to support them and let them know that we care about them. Right now, the Marines and their families, I understand that many of them are on this island. Some of them are still back in CONUS, but the Marines, are good about taking care of their family members in the Marines. And so basically we are huddling around them. We have CACOs assigned to those Marines and those families. We have reached out to them. We give them daily contact. As we get information, we want to give that information to those family members, and so that they know as much information as we know about them, so that going through a difficult time like this, the grieving process is very difficult. Everybody's going to react to it differently. And so I think the best course of action is let them know that we love them, let them know that we're there to support them, and just understand their needs and how we can support that. Right now, we're in the search and rescue phase still. So CACO means that's a Casualty Assistance Call Officer. His job is that single point of contact from the Marine Corps to that Marine family that does the coordination, relays the information to them. The duty station whereabouts means that we don't know right now the exact deposition of the Marines. So until we do know that, we're going to continue, and you see the efforts behind me. We're going to put our full force to it. There is the military's involved. We got civilian police department, fire department, the Coast Guard, all the different services. Full support out there right now is doing the search and rescue part of this operation. To my knowledge, I've asked that question, basically, what do you need? Where are we short right now? The understanding, and I've just got here on the island, is that everything that we have, all the resources that we have requested are being applied right now. That is good news. Obviously, as the day goes on, we discover new things, and when we discover that there is something that we're missing, those resources will be applied appropriately. Bottom line, though, is the amount and the tremendous effort, everybody is willing to support if they can. Well, absolutely. I mean, all our platforms in the military are reliable. We have very strict standards of maintenance, operationally how we fly it, the safety that is behind that. That's just a part of doing the business. It is a very hard business. Obviously, we train to realistic standards, but we're very thorough. We take it very serious. How we maintain those aircraft, how we document the reliability on that. We periodically review it, our standards, and make sure that if we do find any gaps, lessons learned, that we incorporate that and make sure that we spread it across the entire Marine Corps and across the entire fleet. So I'm very satisfied with the readiness and operational readiness of our squadrons and what they fly. Well, we have to follow the process. I mean, remember, the #1 goal is to make sure that we're taking care of those family members out there. Emotional time for those individuals. And so you want to make sure that when the information you present to them, it is factual, it is what you know, it is ground truth, and then you want to help them work through that process. And so therefore, we wait until next of kin are officially notified before we will release those names to the general public. And that way we are making sure that we're taking care of those families first, which is our #1 goal and priority. No, I want to thank them for their support. Let them know that we are doing all we can, again, for those Marines and their family members. I truly appreciate the public support, our first responders' response to this. It has been nothing but overwhelming. It makes me proud to be an American citizen, and it makes me proud to be in the Marine Corps, the way that we rally around when we are going through these tough times.
And one
Yeah, there's so many different things going on. There's the search and rescue part of it. There's the salvage part, which will take place where you actually take the pieces of the aircraft, you assemble them together, you put them in one location, and then we conduct an aviation mishap board. We bring in the Naval Safety Center that will look at the pieces, we'll go over documentation, we'll look at the last 24, 48, 72 hours prior to the mishap. You'll do JAGMAN investigations. So there's lots of different investigations and parts to that. All of them are very deliberate. All of them have a process. We'll follow those timelines, and we'll keep the public informed. We'll keep everybody informed of how that progress is going. Well, that's exactly why my wife and I are here. If you read my bio, 25 years ago, almost to the day, I was shot down in Desert Storm, and I punched out. And for the next 26 days, I was listed, for the first 14 days, I was listed as duty station dust wind. After that 14 days, my status was changed to MIA. That whole time, those 26 days, my wife did not know my status. And so therefore, this is personal also. Yes, I'm the CG of 1st MAW. I am a commanding general of the Marine, and this is one of my units, but this is all about people. And we understand, not fully because I'm not in their shoes, but my wife and I understand what they're going through, and we are just here to let them know that we love them and that we're here to support them. I wouldn't get too wrapped up on the terminology because they all have different specialties. They're basically counselors. Counselors, everybody reacts to it differently, and it's not just the people that are directly affected by it, but even our chaplains, because they're so close to it. Chaplains need to be also watched, and just somebody needs to make sure that we're taking care of our first responders. Obviously the families are first, but these counselors, the MFLACs, which is Marine Family Life Counselors, you got chaplains, which most people are familiar with, other type of behavioral health people are out there, and basically that tells you we're here to help. We're here to support you in any way that can be, because physical wounds are one thing. You can see them, you can fix them fairly readily, but it's the wounds, the invisible wounds that are inside that you don't know about, and that's what we just want to make sure that there's somebody there available to share and get you the help and support if you need it. We don't force it upon you, but it is there, and it is there in overwhelming abundance. Anytime there is any mishap, some due diligence will take place. And what I mean by that is that we will very quickly assimilate, try to figure out what went wrong, what went right, and then if it's obviously something that you can pinpoint to very quickly, it's something that is systemic across the fleet, therefore, and it pertains to maybe that type model series, then yes, that you'll see that entire inventory, that type model series, that type of aircraft would be grounded. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll look at the preponderance of evidence there, and we'll just say, you know what, we're not exactly sure, but the safe thing to do is let's take an op pause. And so we don't ground the fleet, but we basically tell everybody, hey, let's just step back. Let's just think about what occurred. What did we do right? And make sure that everybody is on the same sheet of music on that. So it is a very deliberate, thought out process. It is not every squadron gets to decide what they want to do or not to do. It is made all the way up the chain of command and all the way at the highest levels of leadership.